Welcome to our module 15. In this video exercise, we'll show you how you can use macro in Excel. Now, macros are being used to speed up routine, editing, and formatting. In this video exercise, we have a data, and you can check or you can see there's a labor tracker. We have production building 1 and production building 2. Then in both buildings, production buildings, you have different production lines. So each line being used for, let's say, milk or chocolates, for different kind of produce. Now after that, we have weekdays: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then their total hours. So all these hours we are using indirect function, and we are picking it up from our other sheets, which are under Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now these are hours people are working in different production lines, and some people are working in AM, some people are working in evening, so we have different hours for them. Now the purpose of this whole sheet is that we collect the data from here. It comes in summary, and from summary, basically what we need to do is that we need to show this data every week, because there are different weeks and the data needs to be changed. All these hours needs to be put into those weeks. So when we need to delete the data, we don't want to delete it manually. What we need to do, we need to run a macro which will delete this data. Now how can we use the macro? Now where is the macro function? We'll show you that first. First we need to add the macro function in our and we can tell you how we can add that in our Excel file. We can go on File, and then we can go to Options, and in Options you have Customize Ribbon. If you see on the right hand side in this window, you have Developer tab, but it's not checked, so that's why it's not showing you there. I'll basically check it and then I'll hit OK. Now you can see the Developer tab here. Now in Developer tab, if I click it, you can see Visual Basic, you can see a macros, then you have record macro, and then use relative references. Now if we basically want to save a file which is Visual Basic or macro based file, we can go to Save and then choose our path. Over here we have Excel macro enabled workbook, which is XLSM, and if you save this file in a normal XLS or XLSX file, it's not gonna work. So you always have to basically choose Excel macro enabled file. I already have it here saved, so that's why it's asking you to replace it. Now let's see what we can do. I'm going to record macro here. When I click on there, there's a record macro screen comes up. I'm going to put delete underscore rows, because I can delete underscore data, because I cannot give a space when I put a name for macro. I have to put something there, so that's why I'm putting an underscore. Now press OK. Now that means what I'm recording right now, if you see on the top, it basically gives me stop recording. That means when I clicked on there, it started recording. Now what I do, this macro button will use it, we can use it for in future for the same reason. So I'm deleting all the data here in our different sheets other than summary. I'm going to go on Wednesday, and I'm going to delete the data there. I'm going to delete the data on Friday. That is the basically hidden data to basically make you an understanding, so we don't need that data here. We can delete that as well, but it doesn't make sense right now, so we'll leave that. Now let's say I stop recording now. Okay, so I record the macros. Now I'm gonna go to Insert, and then I will click onto the button, which will form a control over here. From your mouse you can do that. We will name it delete underscore data, or we can assign this macro as delete underscore data. It says button 17. I can change it. So I change the name here. So basically now when we deleted the data on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because this portion is automatically calculating it from there, now we don't have anything. Now next week comes up, we have a new data come in here. We don't want to make any mistakes there because it's going to be paid towards those hours we write here. Now I want to test this file, that this week 17, before putting week 17 data, I want to test this if I can populate data. I did a secret macro, and if I go on the right side, I have that populate data. I'm gonna click it and just to test this file. What is it doing? It's picking up the whole data from those days and pasting it here, and that's the macro basically doing. It's just basically I'm testing the file. I can also go back and delete data to put the new data again. Let's test that. So it's working as well, because we just assigned the macro to delete data, and the other one I did it before I started this video. So we'll see you in the next videos with other exercises. Thank you.